colour scheming guide for decorators. There are over 15,000 different colours available from Dulux Trade, so customers can find it hard to pick out which ones to go for. This film will show you how to use the fandeck to help the customer make the right choice. Step 1. The colour wheel. To understand how colours work together, you need to understand the colour wheel. The colour wheel is created from the three primary colours: red, yellow and blue. Primary colours cannot be created by mixing any other colours, but by mixing two together you get the three secondary colours: purple, green and orange. From these colours you can then create all the other colours in the Dulux range. Step 2. The fandeck. The best way to show the customer their colour options is to use the fandeck, and it comes directly from the colour wheel. Each segment of the wheel relates to a particular card on the fandeck. Step 3. Choosing a start colour. Once you know how the colour wheel and fandeck are made up, you can use that knowledge to help the customer pick out a colour scheme. The first thing to do is to pick a start colour. Hopefully they'll have one in mind, but if not, you can prompt them by asking them what the room is going to be used for, who'll be using it, and by looking at the existing colours in the room. Top tip: have a good look at the colours that are going to stay in the room, like pictures and furniture, before suggesting a start colour. Step 4. Colour scheming. Now you have your start colour, you can begin to suggest colours to go with it. There are three main ways of doing this. Tonal colour schemes. This is the easiest method, as all you need to do is pick another couple of shades on the same card as the start colour, mid-tone for the walls and darker for the doors and features. Harmonising colour schemes. In this method, you choose colours from stripe cards next to or near the start colour. This will create a beautifully coordinated scheme. Contrasting colour schemes. These can be the most striking, dramatic schemes, and as such are often preferred by the more adventurous customer. Show the customer contrasting colours from the opposite side of the colour wheel to their start colour. Top tip: encourage your customers to look at harmonising or contrasting colours that are lighter or darker than their start colour to get a different perspective. Step 5. Moods. Now you know the basic principles of creating a scheme, there is only one more rule to help the customer get a really professional look, and that is by using moods. Dulux Trade's colour is grouped into 4 mood categories: rich, fresh, warm and calm. Rich colours give a strong dynamic look. Fresh are clean and bright and are used to maximise light in a dark room. Warm colours create gentle, inviting atmospheres, whilst calm colours have a high level of grey, which creates a sophisticated, muted look. Top tip: the golden rule here is only pick colours from the same mood range when creating a colour scheme. Step 6. Dealing with the customer. Remember, these methods are simple ways of helping the customer to narrow down their choices, but at the end of the day, it's up to them. And if they really can't decide on a particular scheme, and all your suggestions haven't worked, get them to take an item from the room into a store and ask your merchant about the colour scanner. The colour will be measured by the scanner, which then automatically selects the closest Dulux colour and a range of coordinated colours to go with it.